I came here sort of serendipitously. I didn't really expect to come here until I ran into one of the organizers yesterday. And I really came just to see, what does this mean? Google Fiber's coming to town. It's going to mean great things to our community. But what does that really mean? I mean, how is this all going to be strung together? And I think Kansas City knew this was going to be good for the city, and we wanted this so badly, but we didn't even know how we're going to apply this. And I wanted to be part of this discovery of what Google means to Kansas City and to us as individuals. And I believe Google as a company is all about connection. It's about connecting people. Yes, they do it mostly online, but I think Google is all about connecting people and also making people, bringing them relevance in their world. And so I wanted to see how we're going to make that happen in Kansas City.
So what did you think of it?
Well, it was fabulous. I've not really been a part of a lot of brainstorming sessions, so the way we approached it was really from the bottom up. It was getting down into the weeds and saying, what could this maybe mean for us on small scale? What different strategies are going to bring us into this Google world and make it a fabulous place? And then we built that up until they were bigger concepts. I would have thought we would have sort of done the flip side of that and started with bigger ideas and then moved down into strategies. So that sort of surprised me.
Does that work?
It worked. It worked because we came up with some big concepts that maybe were things that have been thought about. Maybe we've got a different spin on them. People in the healthcare software industry that are trying to come up with ways of making people's medical records. We focused on medical and mobility issues in our group. There were 7 different group breakouts, I believe, and ours was medical and mobility. And we talked about some of those issues about how do we make it more patient-centric with Google and make it faster and make it useful to us as individuals, but out of that spun some sort of outlier ideas, which in my opinion were the fun ones to explore.
So what did you hear what made you go, wow, aha?
Well, aha came when we started talking about Google and almost challenging back to Google and saying, what can this mean beyond just faster internet connectivity? What can it be that goes even beyond that for you as a company? I mean, I think we have to focus on how good it is for Kansas City, how good it is for us as individuals, but there's something in it for Google too. And I think they want to be known, and they've based their whole corporate mission on being the connector, bringing relevance to the individual. And so our thoughts were, okay, how can you do that with the medical industry in this town? And we focused a lot on seniors and how do we make seniors feel more relevant in their world, and how do we serve them better, and how do we bring the relevance they bring to the world, their wisdom, how do we re-energize that and have that give back to our community? So that was a fun thing to explore. I think we need to have more sessions like this where we get crowdsourced ideas pulled together from individuals of all different industries, all different disciplines. My background's marketing. There were people in that room that were software developers, IT people, in the healthcare industry, in the banking industry, and I think really the energy comes from getting all those folks in the same room to find some common thing they want to pursue. I think sometimes, initiatives are too focused on an industry or an outcome, and I think what happened in that meeting was all of us with our collective experience coming together and coming up with fresh ideas that might not otherwise have happened.